Good afternoon, Hoover families. This is Mrs. Tapula. I am going to show you some updated resources that we are putting on our website for parents. I've had a lot of parents ask me, what note did we send home last week? Or when is Dentists R Us? Or how can I support my child at home in their literacy and their learning? And so I wanted to create something that would be easy for parents to use. And so I'm using this video to show you how to get there and then kind of show you how it works. So I'm starting here. I am at our LincolnParkPublicSchools.com. If you type that into the web address, or you can type in lpps.info and it'll take you to the district website. Once you are in there, you would want to go to Hoover Elementary and scroll down to news and announcements. And so here I have added a new link. It is under Parent Curriculum Resources, and it's going to take you to a Google Drive folder, which is going to be accessible to anyone who has the link, and it's going to provide information to give you insight as to what your child's working on in class, information from the school, resources you can look back on, such as the yearly calendar, early release dates, also information how to log into Lexia and Imagine Math, and so this will continually be updated. So I'm going to click on this here, and it will take you to a link, and this link here will be the Google Drive folder. So I'm working on getting everything updated, but so far I've created several different folders so to help you navigate through here. And so there's information, obviously with our PTA. So anything the PTA sends home, if it's an event in regards to Popcorn Fridays, fundraisers or events, they're going to be in here. And so far I've scanned in the information the PTA sent home at the beginning of the year. You can easily click on these and it'll take you to the letters they send home, updates on meetings, if they're doing a fundraiser, all that will be in the PTA folder. As you go back, some other things I've updated here, I did include if there's ever information that parents need to know. Here I did put in information about the Michigan Read by Grade 3 law. This is something you may want to read. It does begin with this year's third grade class, and so this just provides more information from MDE in regards to the third grade reading law. Some other information I think many people might want to take a look at is the material sent home. Sometimes, we get parents that come in and say, I never received this. And so what I wanted to do was provide a resource or a hub where you could go back and see the information we sent home. So when you click on that, there'll be folders for each week. So we sent a few things home on the first week of school. This will include things, I labeled them so you can see what each document is. This would be a good place to go back, as I said, look at early release dates, the district calendar. I have the lunch menus. Those typically go home the first week at the beginning of each month. If you are not aware, our district was provided, all elementary schools, the Fresh Fruit and Veggies grant. And so you can see here there's a calendar. They'll be providing afternoon snacks of fresh fruits and vegetables. And so those will be sent, scanned in each week. So for this week, if you go back to here, you're going to see we send home information about Dentists R Us. There's a form if you would like your child to see the dentist on September 30th, you'll need to return. And so if you ever need those forms, they're also accessible in this parent resource folder. Some other information, I want to keep parents informed on the great programs that we have here at Hoover in Lincoln Park Public Schools. I'll be putting some information in about the Imagine Math and how parents can log in. Information about the Daily 5 and the cafe information. This is what drives our literacy block. So here's just a letter. It goes through the 5 stations and the tasks that your child will work on in class. So you can read through that and get some more information. I'll also be adding the cafe, which are the reading strategies, in there later today. Another common question, what is my child working on in class and how can I support them? So what I did was I looked at our curriculum units for Unit 1, and so I wanted to give you a quick guide, what questions you could ask as your child reads, what are some activities you could do to support their reading and their writing. Obviously, the best thing you can do every single day is have your child read for 20 minutes. Have them read to them. These are all great ways to build their stamina as well as increase their vocabulary. If you wanted to go and ask additional questions that would support what's going on in the classroom, you could use some of these questions here. So for example, if I look at my kindergarten classes, right now they have a theme in class. So each of their ELA units will have a theme. And so their theme is, what do we do at school? And so you could ask some questions when they come home. What are some good choices to make at school? What are some bad choices to make at school? These are all things that they'll be discussing in class, whether in community circles, after a read aloud, but these could be additional ways to support your child in those topics. As far as reading for kindergarten, obviously they are new readers here, and so they're focusing on letters and sounds of the alphabet. So some activities you could do, simple things. When you are in a restaurant, point to the A on the menu. If you see a street sign, what letter is in this? So I wanted to include just some quick things you could do. Use some sidewalk chalk, draw some letters, have them jump to that letter, move to that letter. So just some fun activities that you can incorporate at home. Also, your children in kindergarten, for example, are learning concepts of print. So as you read, can you ask them, what's the cover of the book? What's the back of the book? How should I hold a book? These are simple activities that you can do and help to reinforce what's going on in the classroom. So that was an example for kindergarten. Obviously, they'll have more units, so as the units progress and throughout the year, I will have your teacher let you know, first and foremost, that it was added to the parent resource and have a copy sent home on the Dojo, so it's easily accessible. I did this all the way through 5th grade, so you could take a look based on what grade your child's in. I also plan to add some support for math. I'm working on that currently, but I just wanted to introduce this folder. I will have teachers send home information through Class Dojo because I think that's an immediate response. But if you ever have any questions or you're wondering what was sent home, you can always go back once again to the Hoover website, click on that parent resource, and you'll be able to access all these materials. I just want to provide more information for parents. We are excited to have you as part of your child's education, and we are excited to have you here at Hoover. And if you ever need any additional support, please feel free to reach out to myself, your child's teacher, our literacy coach. We are all here to make your child a success. Have a great weekend, and we look forward to another week.